Hello there again, it's Ryan here. And hey, what? We're back in Game Watch Gallery. But Ryan, I thought you said you were only gonna play Modern Octopus. Are you becoming skilled at this game? I'm very skilled at this game. I don't want to know your secrets, game. No, but I figured we'll just go ahead and look at the rest of the games, just in case you're curious what else this game offers. I guess we'll start with Classic Octopus, which I kinda hate, considering how much I love Modern Octopus. This is literally it. Like, you just stand here and grab treasure forever. You see the tentacles coming, you move. Unlike Modern Octopus, there's actually no real... Well, there's no safe spots in Modern Octopus either. But the only tentacle that has two possible paths is the top one here. The rest of them always go to the same spot, so you can't, like, dodge back and forth. You actually always have to get out of the way or know what the timing is on them. And every time you go to the boat, you always only get 3 points back. Unlike in Modern Octopus, where you get double the points of equal to however many treasures you picked up while you were out on the seafloor. So it's very slow. It's a whole lot slower than Modern Octopus. The only upside is that you can grab as much treasure as you want, and your guy will never slow down, because he just, pops from little panel to panel, rather than actually fluidly moving there. So obviously there can't really be a speed penalty. I mean, I guess it could have a bit of a lag on the movement, but whatever. I guess the other nice thing is that rather than just calculating misses up top, you actually only have 3 divers. And, well, when they get caught, they vanish forever. Also, there's a little pirate ship over in the corner there, which is kind of neat. I think in Modern Octopus it's just like a rock wall or something. Game over, because I kind of hate you. Classic Octopus. You're no fun. Yeah, I don't need hints. I know how to play the darn game. Let's do Oil Panic next, because Oil Panic sucks no matter which version you're playing. Oil Panic is actually probably the game that changes most between modern and classic versions. See, the goal here is to catch the oil before it falls onto the floor, which is apparently on fire. But we're hanging out here. And then, once your little buckets here fill up to 3 notches, you dump it out the side. Yoshi eats up the oil, because apparently Yoshi will just eat anything. Oh, we knew that. Let's see what I can do here. If I can fill up all my buckets. Kind of the nice thing about Oil Panic is that you can have up to 4 misses without losing the game, because you get top floor misses and then bottom floor misses, which I'll show the difference between as soon as I complete this here. So you dump 3, you dump 3, if you got 2 full buckets and you feed them to Yoshi, shoot out a little fireball and make a block. And if you keep making blocks, he'll build up a little path until I think it's 4. Yoshi will climb up and then either shoot something or spit something. There's several different animations. It's actually pretty elaborate, considering. Either way, he'll knock Bowser off the top in some manner, and you get a whole bundle of points. I think it's 15. I'm not sure. But yeah, you do that, and that's pretty much the whole game. So let's see. You can do a miss by letting the castle light on fire, as such. Or, you know what, let's dump it out on Donkey Kong Jr. because, why do we want to throw oil on Luigi? That's mean. So you have a fire miss and an oil miss, which is kind of nice. It gives you a little more leeway than the other games, which you just get 3 misses total, and then it's over. So whichever one gets the 3 first will kill you. And that's pretty much all there is to Oil Panic. Blah, 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 blah. Classic is much worse. Much worse. You only get the one barrel. Or pail, whatever. And it's harder to be sure when he's going to start moving, so if your timing isn't great, you'll just toss it out onto the person waiting below, and like so! Ah! Ah, I'm awesome at Oil Panic. God. I did play Oil Panic long enough to get to the 1,000-point marker, which gives you your 5 stars, but I did use save states, because who really wants to play Oil Panic long enough to actually get that good at it? Not I, sir. Not I. You do get a nice little point bonus if you give him the full pail, but... Ugh, I just don't like Oil Panic. You still get the top and bottom misses, which is nice, but... It's just... it's such a slow, boring game. Like, once you hit... I don't know... maybe 500 points, like, you might have to deal with 2 oil drops at once, but it never gets better. It never gets better. Oil Panic is the worst game, and I'm totally fine not having any stars in that. Fire is the second best after Octopus, I'd say. This is, I don't know if it was, I don't think it was first Game & Watch game, was it? I don't know. I didn't pay close enough attention to the gallery, but yeah, this is pretty much it. It's not, you know, it's entertaining. It keeps me busy. I don't feel bored at any point when I'm playing Fire, except when it's slow like this at the beginning. But that can easily be rectified by playing on hard mode instead. I just figured I'd pick easy so that, you know, I have a little more leeway to talk and not focus entirely on the game. Problem with Fire, classic mode specifically, is that once it gets fast and there's people falling all over, it can be really, like, you have to have super fast reflexes to catch guys sometimes. It seems like impossible situations do arise where you have to take a hit, but it might just be that I'm not fast enough. In fact, that's probably it, because I'm sure I got to 1,000 points without cheating back in my younger days when I played the legit copy of this, or the legit cartridge of this, I should say. I do have a legitimate copy of this on my 3DS via Virtual Console, because I love Game & Watch Gallery. This, yeah, this is the brunt of Fire. Eventually there's like 6 or 7 guys bouncing around at a time, and it gets pretty hairy, and it's a lot of fun, but it's just, it starts so slow. And we'll just let these guys fall so we can move on to the modern version, which is a little bit better. But ultimately, I want to say it's changed the least, but there might be some slight differences that make it a little more... We'll go on hard. Just to see. Yeah. So you got your Mario Bros, bouncing toads around. Actually, there are changes, because you've got 3 types of people you can be bouncing. You've got toads, you've got little baby Yoshis here, and then maybe he'll pop out? I don't know, maybe some toads. I don't know. But eventually, Donkey Kong Jr. pops out too, and the difference between all 3 of those characters is obviously that as they go, they don't bounce as high as the previous guy. So Toads bounce really high, and then Yoshi's get medium bounce, and then Donkey Kong Jr. just kind of farts back and forth. Or does a really bad bounce. I don't know what I was trying to convey by saying farts back and forth there, but... because he only goes one way. Donkey Kong Jr. does not go both ways. Or maybe he does, I don't know. That's his, you know, personal situation. Not for me to care or judge. Oh yeah, take it. See, I need to pay attention. I'm on hard. Those damn Yoshis. Oh, yeah, here, see? Just barely does a bounce. Yeah, so the big difference between modern and classic here is a lot like Octopus in that the movement is fluid rather than moving from one frame to the next immediately. It's a little bit easier to tell who's coming down faster and who you have to catch next. Because sometimes when you got the little Game & Watch men just beep, 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 it's hard to see exactly who's coming down fastest. But here it's, you know, you can see exactly where everybody's moving. Exactly how long you got until they hit the ground. So, a little bit easier. Actually, it's definitely easier. Outside of those damn Yoshis and Donkey Kong Jr.'s kind of missing the flow. Yeah. I get in 1,000 points on this much easier than I can on Classic. But that rings true for pretty much every game on this collection, so... I think the stars are just for the points? Yeah, I think an egg pops with a heart once you hit 200 and 500. Whatever the next healing point is after that. Damn you, Donkey Kong Jr. And yeah, that sums up the old modern fire game. Definitely the second best in the collection. Oil panic. Jeez, I hate that game. And the bombs, obviously, you don't want to let get into the carriage. Oh no! Look, Peach throws out the heart. You still have to catch it. And it only corrects one miss. But anyway, I'm tired of this. Let's move on. Really, this is just a time waster for me while the Octopus video uploads to YouTube. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned my super slow internet connection in the past, but that Octopus video, it's 20 minutes long and it took half an hour to upload. Crazy! Ugh. I'm not a big fan of classic Manhole either, because it's got the same problem as Fire, where you kind of have to judge which man is moving first and which one's for priority, because they blink across rather than actually move. Oh, I should have chose hard again. I gotta remember, I'm just showing these off. I'm not actually trying to play them. You know, even when playing them, a lot of times I choose hard instead of easy, because it always ends up hard, no matter which way you play. It's just easy starts out so slow. It's good for people just trying to get used to it at first. But once you understand how the game works, it's really not worth playing easy ever. Unless you want to, like, work your way up to the 500 point mark without having to worry about any losses. But, I mean, really, you've got better things to do with your time. You might as well just play on hard. Or even better yet, just use save states. Cheat your butt off. It's what all the pros do. Come on. And this is the entirety of Manhole. Just moving back and forth. It's not exciting. I don't care for it, personally. You gotta, it's a little bit tricky, you know, you might think it's kind of just there, but you do have to use the diagonal move quite a bit once the guys really start pouring in. And the trick to that is pressing the A button rather than one of the directions. And, yeah, if you want to get the high score, that's a very important thing to learn, but when you're starting off, it's not really a big deal. Just good to get used to right away. So you've got it in your repertoire of tricks. Manhole tricks. Oh no, my shirt got wet. Yep. Whole point of Manhole is to keep these little guys from getting their shirt wet, so they don't have to get naked. So who wants to see naked little Mr. Game & Watches? Not I, sir. Not I. Mrs. Game & Watch, on the other hand. Rawr. Yeah, that's a good hint too, actually, for Manhole. If you want to read it, you know, you deal with it on on your own time. But, Yoshi Manhole is much better. See, as the manholes are just there, and you need to make sure they're maintained. That's all. You don't need to make sure you're, you know, under every guy that passes by at every point. You know, look, I'm not there, but Toad made it across. Hooray! He would have fallen in the water in Classic. And, just like that other one, what's it called? Fire? Yeah, Modern Fire. You've got 3 different kinds of guys. You've got... Or no, maybe... No, you do have 3. You have, the Toads and the Donkey Kong Juniors, and then Mario will, like, fly across the screen at some point. Maybe when you hit a certain point threshold or something. I'm not sure exactly, but... I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Frankly, is as improved as Modern Manhole is over Classic Manhole, I still don't much care for it. Fire and Octopus are just so much more fun that there's really no reason to play Manhole or Oil Panic. Hell, you could even make a case for Manhole, but Oil Panic is just boring. It's boring for everyone. And, I guess it wraps up the old Game & Watch Gallery review of sorts. It's not really a review, though. I suppose I did state my opinions on it. And that's pretty much the most you can ask from a review, right? Something like that? I don't know. I'm not a journalist. I don't have a writing degree. Or I'm not a writer. I don't have a journalism degree. Who knows? Certainly not me. Education is beneath me. Come on, Mario, just jump by. Prove me right. I can use it to be proven right. Ugh. I'm just wrong so often. Also, I think my little asides there are probably too quiet for the microphone to pick up, so if you don't know what I'm saying when I say something off to the side like that, well, it's probably not important, so don't fret. You're not missing anything. Hell, you could probably turn the volume off and you're not actually missing anything anyway. I've just blown a lot of hot air here. There we go. There's Mario. Ruining everything. Knocking over my carefully placed manholes. Yeah, I'm tired of this. Okay, Toads. You're on your own. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that makes this really easy. You've got time to save him. Like, watch. This guy goes by. Whoop! Whoop! You can carry him up. It's crazy. And it makes the game so much more playable. Ugh.
I'm Toad, I'm wet. I don't like it very much. Mario, what are you doing? Wait a minute, you're not Mario, you're Yoshi.
I don't know, I can't do a good Toad voice. You do a good Toad voice. Oh look, I got a star on fire. Yay, I'm so proud of myself. But I did not unlock any more gallery entries. So you're just gonna have to look at Chef and Vermin again. Woo, exciting Vermin. Actually, neither of those games are all that. Well, maybe Vermin is good. I haven't played Game & Watch Gallery 2 in much longer. I mean, I just played through this one on the old 3DS Virtual Console recently, and I guess I'm moving on to 2 soon enough. But that's it. You've seen the tour of Game & Watch Gallery or Game Boy, presented on Super Game Boy emulator by me, Ryan. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you learned something. If nothing else, I hope you learned that Oil Panic is crap. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Adios.